Welcome back to the channel. It is Thursday, time for the race. This week it is the handicap race. So I've adjusted my weight down to 98 kilograms, getting below the 100 kilograms again. This is my favourite race in the T2.5 calendar. 2 laps of the hilly route in Watopia. And I'm hoping I've got enough of me today to stay with that front group. But yeah, I'm going to jump on, do a bit of a warm-up. I'll say that, we've only got 3 minutes to go, so not much of a warm-up. But yeah, I'm going to get set up and I'll see you on the start line. Okay then, so we've got 18 seconds to go. Oh no, C1's got trainer issues. That probably the worst possible timing. We're going in 10, I'm just ramping this up a bit. Try and stay with the front group from the start as usual. Benefit from as much draft as possible. Here we go. Come on. Alright, well that was a fast start. I went out probably quicker than I needed to. I was just trying to recover in this group if I can. Try and keep this slight lead we have on the guys behind us. He just kind of fell into this group on the way up. But C1, CY, R. Oz, J. Robinson, J. Kerr, N. Slevin, P. Bennett with J. Bushell a couple of seconds back. But yeah, I need to just try and recover slightly if I can. But this is where people who have put their weights up are going to have the benefit now of the slight downhill. Alright, just approaching the downhill part. This is where I might have to go a bit stronger than I normally would, because I don't have my normal weight advantage. I think after going down here, the course is kind of a bit rolling. So that's the main climb done on the first lap. Obviously we've got to do it again on the second. We've got a 5-second lead over the people behind. Just trying to get my recovery again on this hill. Tucking in behind Jay Bushell a bit. It's a very frantic pace. It's yeah, it's going to be hard to keep up through the entirety of the race. So just getting the breathers when I can. Trying not to lose everyone if they come flying past me. But yeah, still a long way to go yet. So they caught up with me at the bottom of that climb, and I was a little bit worried they were going to disappear. I had to put a big push in to just stay and catch up with them. I'll try not to lose the back of them here as we go through the S's. So just coming round to complete the first lap. We got that little group at the front. I see C1, J Kerr, 8 seconds back, D Duncan 16, C Waring 27, J Robinson, Seymour A Pimer just over 30 seconds behind. And you might be wondering why I haven't used the feather yet. I wanted to save that for the main climb, because there's no guarantee I'll get another one. And I think I'll benefit from it most there. We're going to head round there in a minute anyway. Right, I gave everything I could up that hill. It wasn't enough to stay with that front group. And now 10 seconds ahead. There's nothing, literally nothing I could do. Just keep trying. See if any of that gap comes back. But they're obviously drafting each other, so I think that's gone. Just got to keep pushing. Next back is T2.5. If I can stay ahead, that's the next plan. I need to coast down here. I've just been given the spikes, or the big power as I go over the little bumpy hills. They just try and build up as much speed down this hill as possible. Still got 5k to go. T2.5's closed that gap quite a bit. And now we're into the slightly less hilly part. But I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling good. Just definitely not enough to keep with that front group, unfortunately. And the legs are tiring. They're screaming at me when I put down those big red numbers. So let's see. 4.6k to go. Alright, just coming to the bottom of here. T2.5 is absolutely smashing it behind me. It's down to 5 seconds. There's no doubt he'll be catching me very, very soon. And there's nothing going at that speed that I can do about it. I'm saving this feather power up for the main climb, the little climb into the S's. Here he comes. Absolutely powering through. Great effort, mate. Got Noel, who's now 10 seconds behind. Well, I'm not sure if he's actually racing. It's, oh, I've definitely burnt all my matches, that's for sure. Come on. Well, I'm hoping I've got enough of a lead. I'm going to jump forward and watch the end of the race. Between C. White and R. Oz. There it goes. C. White got the speed, throwing down the power up. Just a few hundred meters to go. Who's going to go first? Chris ramping it up. R.O.'s going for it. Big numbers. Oh, Chris has obviously spent. Jay Bushell next. And then let's go back to me so I can see what I'm doing. Get down here. Oh, I don't think Noel is racing, so 22-second lead over C. Waring. Oh, we're gonna slow it down a bit. Oh, just got a stitch in my back. Oh, Oh, that's come on suddenly, and that hurts. Ooh. Don't know whether it was when I leant over to use the mouse. Oh, that suddenly hit me. Come on, let's go over. Sprint to the line. There we go. And over. Oh, that hurt. Definitely done something with my back. Hopefully that passes quickly. Oh, I felt really strong. I'm a bit gutted that I couldn't hold on to that front group when we went up that climb, because I would have hoped to have been in a relatively good position to finish higher up if I had stayed with them. But I just, the legs didn't have it up that hill. Let's have a look, see the results. We've got R. Oz in first, 30.08, and C. White just behind. J. Bushell, 30.14, and D. Duncan, 30.47, with higher than 2.5 watts per kilogram. So I don't know whether you've either had an awesome race or haven't quite adjusted your weight correctly, or you've got a brilliant FTP increase. That would be good. P. Bennett in fifth, who I know said he forgot to change his weight before, so exclude him from the podium finishes. Me in sixth, happy with that. Definitely happy with a sixth place finish, 31.03. Even myself, actually, I'm saying about those watts per kilogram, 2.7 for me. Noel just behind, I'm guessing definitely didn't change his weight, 3.2 watts per kilogram, but I think you were just joining for a casual ride anyway. C. Waring in eighth, 31.25. C. Swan, 31.28, and then just over a second behind, Jay Robinson. Again, another 3 watts per kilogram. There's some big numbers here. So either some brilliant performances or non-weight changes. Jay Kerr in 11th. Again, another 2.9 watts per kilogram. S. Pye, 32.21. C. Moore in 13th, 32.32. And a little way behind was A. Pimer. Then C. Shand in 15th. P. Davies, 16th. 33.05. GB Movin, or Gordy, 33.09. Believe it's your first race tonight, so awesome racing. Good to have you with us. And I'll hold fire for a couple of minutes, see who else is over the line. I think we had, 29 people, so I'll just get my breath back and then we'll catch up with the rest of the finishers. Last few over the line, then we've got M. Corbin in 18th, A. Bullimore 19th, I. Ferguson 20th, C. Finlayson in 21st, Pete Anderson 22nd, and M. Blundell in 23rd. I'm not sure if that is everyone. It looks like there were 29 people signed up, so maybe there's... I did see a couple of messages about some technical issues, so I'm really hoping it isn't a general issue. But I felt strong. I did feel strong. Couldn't quite keep up with that front group, but felt like I could give out quite a good performance. Happy with my watts. What was it in the end? It was 264, so I'm happy with that. Especially I did a 55-kilometre ride yesterday as well, so to do that less than 24 hours later, I'm quite pleased with. But I'm going to go and have my dinner as usual, have a shower, then we'll have a bit of a catch-up. I felt quite strong in that race. Really happy with how I did. A little bit gutted that I couldn't stay on with the front group up that second climb, but it is what it is, and just to keep feeling the progression and getting better every week during the race is just it's fantastic, and I'm really enjoying it. A couple of other things to catch up on. So as you know, today's Thursday. This is going to be the point where I cut off this video because I'm actually out on Friday and Saturday, so I missed the trundle this week as well, which is a bit of a shame. But I am back in time to do our ride up the Alp on Sunday. So a couple of things I wanted to talk about and mention. Obviously diet is something that I'm trying to sort out to lose some of this weight to go along with the improvements on the bike. I have got the old trusty MyFitnessPal back open, and set up on my phone. I've been doing that now for a couple of weeks. I didn't track at the weekend, but one thing I wanted to do is, I came into this year eating a lot healthier. I mentioned that book that I was reading that talked about, healthy eating and stuff. And I wanted to just see, with the weight not really moving, am I still overeating? And I think the answer to that is possibly slightly. Obviously, I'm got the app open. It gives me, I've put in a £2 weight loss that I want to achieve per week, and that has given me a goal of 1,797 calories to achieve the £2 weight loss. And I've been trying to stay healthy with my food, but also keep within the calorie allowance as well. And obviously I've got that now linked to my watch, my Garmin watch, so all the data comes across from Garmin Connect with the exercise that I do during the day. So that comes through and it gives me some extra calories. And actually, interestingly, if you look at it from the Garmin Connect point of view, you get some extra. So what feeds through to MyFitnessPal is specific exercises. So if you get on the bike and do a ride, that goes to MyFitnessPal. But if you look at your calories in Garmin Connect, it also takes into account your activity for the day, your walking and your steps. So I kind of looked at it from the Garmin Connect point of view. The two feed through, the food gets sent back to Garmin Connect. And I've kind of taken the approach that obviously the activity gives me additional calories, and I still want to be losing weight. And it's that question is, how many of those additional exercise calories do you eat? Do you eat half? Do you eat all of them? I've taken the approach that as long as I stay under what I would be a maintaining number of calories, so what would that be, around 2,700, then I'm happy, because it means that theoretically, even if I was not riding, I still either maintain weight or lose, and then any exercise I'm doing is benefit on top of that. So that is the plan. I will track calories. I might not do it every single day, but it's given me an idea of where I need to fall and be a little bit more sensible in certain areas. But I will track the majority of the time, and hopefully we'll start to see the weight come off. I wanted to also talk about the rides that I've been doing. It's something that I've not put into one of the videos recently, and coming into January, maybe not the first week of January, but I feel since sort of mid-January, I've been on the bike quite a lot. 6-day riding weeks, what was it, an 8-day run, I can't remember, something like that. So there's been lots and lots of activity and bike riding for me, which, as I've said before, if I'd gone back to when I was doing these videos again a year ago, I couldn't have done it. I could not have done consistent and consecutive days, because my body would ache and I'd be uncomfortable on the bike. So that's a huge progression for me, and I'm really, really pleased. If we look at the last 3 weeks, I just bring up Strava on the screen. So February the 7th, that week I did 146 kilometres. I did have 2 rest days that week. And if I remember rightly, I can't remember what the reason for the second rest day was. But yeah, 5 days, but still 146 kilometres. And then the February the 14th to the 20th, again, another 6-day riding week of 189, call it 190 kilometres with the Tuesday trundle. Then did a ride on the Mercury Islands. I jumped on that night. I just fancied riding around and ticking off some routes. I've not gone route ticking for a while, so I just felt with the new routes that are on Mercury, I'd get the new one ticked off, and then I noticed there were a couple of others that I hadn't done already, so I thought I'd jump on and do that. We had the Zwift race on Thursday night, as we usually do, and then Friday I wanted to tick the other route off, Chasing the Sun in Mercury. Jumped on it and actually set that up as a group ride, and quite a few people came along, and we just had a nice casual ride around and a chat on Discord. Saturday was another 35.3 kilometres in our Saturday banded meetup. Then of course the Tour of Yorkshire on Sunday. It's only 22 kilometres. It feels like it should have been 100. Just, I know I only pootled round very slowly, but definitely feels like it should have been more than that. Monday night I did have off the bike, because yeah, I couldn't really do much more on the bike. I definitely needed a rest. Tuesday night, Tuesday trundle time, 30.2 kilometres again. And then last night I just fancied a bit of a ride around, and I thought I'd jump on and ride with Dax Diesel Chris Jupp also jumped on and rode around at the same time, so we were having a chat on Discord, and before I knew it, we were over an hour already, and I thought I'll carry on to 50 kilometres, and I got to 50 kilometres and I thought, oh, I'm just going to carry on. We were still chatting away, and I got to 56 kilometres, and one thing that I realised is it's all well and good doing these rides of around 30 kilometres a time, about an hour ago, but I need to start building up my endurance for the Ride London rides. So I need to start going longer distances and maybe having more rest days, but increasing the distance on the days that I do ride. So that is what the plan is, whether that is tagging on a few extra kilometres after each of our rides, after the Tuesday Trundle, after the Saturday group ride and after races, etc. Or whether I jump on like I did on a Wednesday night and just do 55 kilometres and try and step that up a little bit. And it kind of goes hand in hand with the outside riding and seeing what I can do outside. The plan is to ride Sunday mornings outside. So for my long ride of the week, to get used to riding outside again and get some longer endurance rides in there. But yeah, now is also a good time to mention our meetup at Goodwood on the 20th of March. If you want to come along, join the sort of in real life meetup, the first ever one we've done as a T2.5 group. You want to come and meet some of us, say hello, then pop along to the Goodwood website, just click on the little cycling link and you can sign up. It's £10. I don't have a clue how many spaces are left. It was limited to about 500, so I'll be surprised if they're all gone. But yeah, come along. And it's open, I think, from about 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock. And it's going to be my benchmark of, I'm not going to go crazy, but it'll be probably my first outdoor ride of the year, and it'll be a good benchmark for me to see how many miles, kilometres that I can do as a sort of line in the sand ready for, or how far I've got to go to be able to do the 100 miles Ride London at the end of May. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be great to meet put a few faces to names and meet up and just have a laugh for the day. I'm really looking forward to that. So if you want to come along, do sign up and meet us there. Our rides in the diary for next week, all the information is in the description below. Click on those links and it'll take you to sign up pages for either of the rides. Tuesday night is our Tuesday Trundle, where we have an unbanded hour-long ride. That is 7:30 UK time. Then on Thursday night we do a race, back to a standard race next week, where we have a split starts where the D's go when the countdown hits 0, then the C's a minute later, then the B's a minute after that, and then the A's. That leads to some very good chase racing. I'm starting to really enjoy those races. On Saturday we have our banded group ride. That is where we get together for an hour, have a good chat on Discord, and the band keeps us together. So it doesn't matter if you're doing 5 watts a kilogram or half a watt a kilogram, it keeps us everyone together. And that's really good for beginners to come along to that one as well. And next Sunday we don't have a ride. That'll be the first Sunday for 6 weeks that we haven't got a ride in the diary, and I'm looking forward to having a bit of a lay-in. And I'm having a bit of a think about other series that we can do on a Sunday as well, because I think the Tour of Yorkshire was really, really good fun. I'd like to do something similar, but maybe have a bit of a break and split it up a little bit more if we can. But that is the end of this video. If you have enjoyed it, do hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.